Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Matter of Opinions. It's your girl Des.
It's your boy Bamboo coming to y'all with another show on a Friday night. And if you go ahead.
What? I'm dancing. I was
Oh,
ready for you to do the thing.
if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and to
Tell a friend to what, Bam?
tell another friend that know a few more friends so we can get it popping. What's good with
Hey
y'all?
Moosters, what up?
Let
How
me give
y'all
you
doing
guys.
on this good Friday?
I'm gonna give you guys a disclaimer
Here
right
we go.
now. I know I'm gonna have difficulties with my joint with this damn setup I just put up because I start moving shit around and I've been working on this setup for like the last hour on my computer. So I know I'm gonna have difficulties, but if not, then I don't. But if I do, I don't want to hear y'all shit in the comments.
Oh, well, we are. You still gonna hear it, so get used to it. How are you guys doing, Moosters? And our newcomers, for anybody that's new here, how was your Friday? How was your week? What do you guys have planned for the weekend?
Friday is Friday. And hey, I told y'all last week. I told y'all Tuesday. I'm officially on vacation. I'm
So
talking
you on
about
vacation for what, a week?
yeah, I'm on vacation. So I'm
So you better save like 2 days for October because remember October 31st, Halloween, which is a Friday, is gonna be the Moosters meet and greet.
First of
So
all, I've been at my job for 25 years. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna have a problem of getting no time off. I'm pretty
pretty
sure.
sure doesn't sound no, you need
Oh,
to be
I
I'm 100% it's
I
in here.
I could not be sure of anything else in my life because they always got this thing that they call calling off. I could easily pick up the phone and be like, "Yo, listen, man, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show y'all the voice." Be like, "Yeah, hello. Yeah, it's 1963, man. This ain't working for me today, man. I'm gonna have to book off. I'll call y'all back later when I find out what's going on with me. All right. Thank you. Take care." And that's it.
Now, didn't you say one of the people in your HR watches the
Oh,
live?
I don't give a fuck about none of that. The reason why I don't give a fuck about none of that because you already seen how I get down. So you might want to just go ahead and
You going the wrong
you might want to go ahead and
way?
authorize the authorize the time off. So you might as well just go ahead and authorize it. But at the end of the day, I never have that problem. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, 25 years, I walk in there, I'd be like, yo, listen, this is the time I need. You feel me? So I'm good. But
Hey, premium.
I want to touch bases on something real quick.
Wait. Before you touch base on something, let me address Bella's comment. Yes, Bella. Oh, you know what? I don't know if you were on the live that day or if you came before or after, but the idea from the comments was saying, hey, we should do the meet and greet. And so we first initially looked at we were talking about September, and then Michelle was like, hey, can we do October? October would be a better time for me. So then we were like, all right, bet. So Halloween is on a Friday. October 31st is the last day of October. So the consensus was to do October 31st. It's going to be in Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area. So somewhere in or around Atlanta. And so plan to be there. We're not charging anything. It's just we just want to get together, hang out. We're gonna wear costumes, so dress out, wear what you want to wear, okay? And then we'll just hang out and chill with you guys in person, and just have a good time. I'm not sure if it's gonna be like where maybe we go to a spot that has some type of Halloween party or a lounge or whatever, or we just we still figuring out the kinks, but what is definitely happening is we're getting together. I don't care if we're walking down the block in our costumes looking cute. We getting together. So October 31st is locked in. It's on my calendar. And it's gonna be in the evening. So for the people that got to trick or treat with their kids, if they live local or whatever the case may be, y'all handle that. And then we'll get together maybe 8, 9 p.m. or something like that. So we'll have the definitives, but lock in October 31st in the evening. That's what's happening. Okay. So
Right.
um premium Avilo and Southwest has deals going on with the flights. I think Avilo, I don't know if they're $45, $49 flight deal ended already, but they still have some that are. But Southwest, I just got an email from them yesterday. They got $39 one way flight. So you might have to book one way there, one way back to get that special, but lock it in because Southwest, you still get one free check bag, one free carry on, and your personal bag. Let's get to it, okay?
Or we got
So you
John.
gotta pay for your luggage.
Maybe
Southwest
John
is
might
free.
maybe John might be able to hook us up with a little Delta joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Even
well, we gotta wait for him to come on. I don't know if he really could be handing them out like Halloween candy. We gotta see. We gotta see. We gotta ask him. We gotta
I don't
ask him.
I don't
So,
know.
but anyway, so lock that in, Bella. We hope to see you there. I don't think it's too far away from where you are. And, we just looking forward to seeing you guys, meeting you guys, taking pictures, vibing, being uncensored. Like that's the part that I'm looking forward to the most though, is just kind of being real and not having to worry about all of this and everything else going on. So, yeah,
Right.
Georgia, we picked Georgia. Ben wasn't
Trash.
thrilled about it, but it
Trash.
seems like that's the most universal, local, convenient space for the majority of our long term, consistent viewers. So we figured Georgia would be the best because Michelle is in Tennessee, Bella is in Alabama, Trav, Ashley, um, who else? It's a couple of people in Georgia. And I know um, Sheila is Texas. She still hasn't. She missed it, so I know she doesn't know about it. But she's gonna have to fly over. So it just was, So
Oh,
what? Drag the party in Bridgeport. No, it's only Bam and you and Premium up that way.
who said bring the party to Bridgeport?
Keith.
Nah. We ain't going. We ain't doing that. I ain't giving these people nothing, no shit to talk about us. We,
Cause they gonna have stuff to say. Cause
you
you keep
know,
bragging about CT and it's nothing to brag about.
you know what? I want to say this, man, on some real shit. Like my nigga,
Me either, Trav. I can't wait either. I can't wait.
you used to live here. I don't know how you became such
I
a
love,
such a big
listen,
no
I
because
love
no
where I'm
listen.
from, but
Let,
I'm a realist, okay? I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna be real and say it's not all that. It's that to me because I was born and raised there. But I mean,
listen.
it's not
We take.
nothing.
I think I could speak for the city of Bridgeport in the state of Connecticut when I say this. Don't bring your motherfucking ass back. We good.
First of
We
all, I
good
got
without you.
property.
We
I
good
got
without you.
property.
Sell
I
the
got business.
motherfucker. Sell it and buy one where you at.
So
Please go
Bella, what
about
we could
your
do is
business.
we're gonna do this first meet
We
and
don't
greet
need you.
in October in Georgia. And then what we could do is we can plan something else in Connecticut. And for those who want to see Connecticut and hang out with Bam and Des, we can definitely
No,
do
no, no, no,
something,
no,
make it
no, no, no,
happen.
no, 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 no.
No, what?
Don't bring your ass back here.
I'm
We good.
fucking coming. You're not gonna
We're
stop me.
good.
It's
We're
it's it's
good.
my state, my city. You're not
No,
even from
no,
Bridgeport. You're not
no.
from Bridgeport.
Don't
So
come back here. We're good.
but
We're good.
anyway. So
So
anywho, hey Al.
what I'm gonna say,
Um,
what I'm gonna say might get me in some shit.
Oh boy. By
But
who? Family, friends, coworkers,
I,
job, where? The
I,
public?
I never care what family and friends say about me. I never do. Let me just say this, okay? There's a certain person, a well-known figure, that died in Stamford, Connecticut, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't like the motherfucker. The motherfucker didn't like me. I didn't give a fuck about him while he
Wait,
was
wait, wait.
alive.
Who is this? I missed it.
I wouldn't even say his name to give him the clout. Fuck him. Everybody at Stanford know who this motherfucker is, and they've
Oh.
been they've been coming to me talking about, oh, such and such died. You know, such and such died. Let me just tell
Don't
y'all.
tell me you talking junk about another dead person. You did
Let me
this
just let
before.
me just tell y'all this, okay? I don't give a fuck about him. Okay, I don't give a
Hey
fuck.
Sheila.
Stop telling me about this nigga. I'm telling you, I've been waiting for this day all my life.
You've been
For this,
waiting for somebody to
I've been
die?
waiting.
Oh
Like,
wow.
like this. I'm telling you,
I
this.
mean, I don't wish death on
I don't.
nobody,
I,
but
oh,
I
that.
mean,
You know what? And that's another thing. Y'all need to stop fucking lying.
I don't
Stop,
wish death.
man. Listen. My work. My. You know how motherfuckers be like, oh, I don't wish this on my worst enemy. That is a motherfucking lie. I wish everything possible, including death, on that motherfucker.
Yo,
Is you
yo.
crazy? I
No,
don't.
I just because you
I
know what?
don't.
I'm a firm believer. The energy that you put out,
Nah.
you
Listen.
get back. So if you put that crazy stuff out there,
Ain't no
best
putting it out
believe
there.
all that hatred
Y'all,
that you got and
y'all
whatever
niggas
is gonna come
sound.
bouncing back, and you're gonna get a
Y'all
dose of it
sound
times 10.
stupid. Me and
Mm-mm.
this nigga done shot at each other. Me and this nigga done. Every time we seen each other, it was on sight. Man, fuck that dead nigga. Fuck him. I
Wow.
don't give a fuck about him. The
Lord,
only
those is not my
no,
wishings,
no,
and this
no. The
is
Lord,
his
no.
own opinion. I don't
Listen,
even
man.
know.
Listen. The only reason why I would go and attend this funeral is to make sure I find out where the motherfucker buried so I could go take a piss. Did y'all cut me off?
No, I'm just not
Oh.
listening to your foolishness.
No, you don't have to listen to it. I'm telling you off the rip. I do wish worse shit on my enemy. When people be like, "Oh man, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy." You a motherfucking lie. Anything that ain't good, I don't give a fuck how much pain come to it. I want them to have it. Dead ass, dead ass. I wouldn't give a fuck if his fucking wife gave birth to a stillborn. It was intended to happen. Fuck them. So
That
stop.
is crazy.
So stop all that. Oh well, I don't wish this on my worst enemy. Man, listen. He's your worst enemy. She's your worst enemy. Y'all don't give a fuck about each other. So at the end of the day, his mama died. I don't give a fuck. He died. I don't give a fuck. Then it was like, oh
Right,
well.
Bella. I mean, you ain't with me. You
Then
ain't with
then
me.
then it was like, oh well. His son died 2 years ago, and I was like, I don't give a fuck about that either.
All right. You got too much negative energy.
No, it's not negative energy.
It
This is
is.
this is bamboo. This is me, right? This is
Right,
me.
but you
Hold on,
all right,
hold on.
you a lot of
Listen,
things, but being
just
all this
listen.
extra negative energy
No, just
regularly,
listen.
this is not that's not you.
Just listen. Just listen. All right. It takes a lot for me not to fucking care about somebody. It takes a lot. Oh,
No,
but
no, it doesn't take a lot.
but
It takes almost nothing for you
this
to
is this
it
is
takes a
me.
lot for you to care about somebody is
It
what you mean
takes
to
a
say.
no. I know what the fuck I'm saying. I'll be 52 next week. I know what the
All
fuck I'm
right.
saying. It
Okay.
takes a lot. When I say I don't give a fuck about you, believe me, anybody that know me, they be like, yeah, you're done. You're done. He not gonna give a fuck about nothing. And that's just me. I don't give a fuck about anybody that don't give a fuck about me. Anybody that I done had beef with and we done came to terms where we can't stand each other. Yeah, man, I don't
Now, are
give.
you talking about beef from like high school childish stuff?
No,
Like
no, I'm talking about beef from middle school. Like,
oh, that's
yeah, I'm
even worse
dead
because
ass.
it's so y'all was childish and it's probably not even real beef.
Man,
Y'all beefing
listen,
over
I s-
somebody said sugar go in
nah,
spaghetti and
nah,
somebody said
nah,
it don't. Like
nah, nah.
childish.
This nigga from middle school.
No, I don't
When it,
agree with this
when it,
move at all, Travis.
I don't give a fuck what y'all agree with. This is my motherfucking mood. When y'all get on this motherfucker and y'all got moods towards people, I don't interrupt. Please let me have my motherfucking moment.
You interrupt
Fuck,
every time, but continue.
fuck the nigga. His kid died 2 years ago. Fuck him too. And fuck anybody affiliated with him. I don't give a fuck. So stop coming to me talking about, oh, such and such died. Don't care. I've been waiting for
So
this since
technically,
middle
you're
school.
affiliated with him too.
I am not.
Y'all went to middle school together. Y'all been beefing and connected for a really long time. You've been beefing since middle school. You about to be 52 years old, like you
Listen,
said. You've been connected to this
no,
dude for.
I am not connected. Every time I see this nigga, I just move on. I don't I
You've
don't
been connected
I
with
don't,
him for almost half a
I don't,
century,
I don't expect him to
and
say nothing, and
so
I'm not
so
gonna.
much so that when he passed away, you decide to dedicate
God
a whole
is
few
good.
minutes to him. So
God is good.
you're pretty connected, broski.
All right, well, I'll stay connected. But let me just
Yeah.
tell y'all. I'll stay connected. But let me just tell y'all. When I get to this point, I'm at this point. My mother used to say, dog will be better than you. When I get here, I'm here. And I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So now, thank God, we can move what we call the fuck on. All right? Sean, let me get some funeral music.
No, we're not getting no. Don't do that. Don't do it,
Hold
Sean.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
Um,
hold on, whoa, whoa, slow down, slow down.
we're
This ain't,
not celebrating
hold
that.
on,
That's
hold
not
on, hold
no.
on, hold on. This ain't
Hey,
just your,
John. John,
this ain't,
we
this
got
ain't
you
just,
here. So now that we got John
no,
and we
no, no,
got
no, no, no,
people
no,
in
no,
the
no.
in
Hold
the
on, hold
room,
on, hold
right?
on,
We got
hold
Scott in
on,
the chat.
hold on,
Yeah, we got two things that we need to address
hold on.
with you guys. So
No, hold on. I'm not
Sheila,
done.
Sheila, you said you was done.
Fuck nigga energy.
Sheila, you missed out on the fact that we were planning a meet and greet in October 31st, Friday. Well, Bam, we gotta talk because your wife just texted, so we gotta, I don't know if that now not works for you guys or what's what with
Man,
it, but
man, listen.
um,
Listen, I'm the
wait,
man. I'm the man of this motherfucking household, right? She give me a date. I check and see if I could use it. If not, shit would get rearranged. Point blank. Period. I'm not gonna keep talking about the same shit.
what are
I'm,
you talking about? This is my first time asking you.
I'm not talking to you. She know who the fuck I'm talking to. I'm a grown ass man. I done
Okay,
talked.
so
I done
does
talked to her about this. I
so
done
it
talked
works
to
or
her.
it doesn't work? I'm confused.
It's working. It's working.
Hey Rudy, this is you stressing me out on this Friday. So October 31st is gonna be the Moosters meet and greet, right? It's gonna be in Georgia. We're still working out the details on what it's all looking like. It's gonna be in the greater Atlanta area, somewhere in or around Atlanta. It'll be in the evening and it's happening for sure. No, this is definitely happening. It's happening.
John, I
Like
need
it's
those
just
tickets.
that's happening. We're gonna wear costumes. Well, you can. You don't have to, but you can wear a costume and we're gonna try to like do it like Halloween theme, being that it is gonna be Halloween night. So October 31st, lock it in. It's not costing you any. I mean, you're gonna have to fly or get here how you get here, but as far as it's just gonna be, we just meeting our family at this point, a little family reunion, Mooster's family reunion. John, the people wanted to know if you have
I,
any type of Delta
I'm,
discounts to offer for the people that have to fly. I
I'm getting
know.
to connect. I'm
Well,
getting.
I don't
I'm
know
getting.
if yes, it's gonna be in Atlanta. But yes,
I'm getting.
this is yeah.
I'm
So
getting.
October 31st, do what I gotta do, be here and in Atlanta. And then the details, like I said, as it gets closer, we will work it out. So you gonna be able
It's
to make it, Bam?
man. Stop playing with me, man. I'm a
I'm
grown
just
ass.
asking
I'm a,
because
I'm a grown ass man. If I say I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there. I
yes,
promise you that.
October 31st, Halloween.
Let's make
It's a
sure we get.
Friday.
Let's make sure we get all the details all locked in. You feel me? And if I say I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there. That's point blank. Period. Ain't no.
Okay.
I ain't asking nobody nothing. I said what I said.
Okay.
Be some
So
furniture moving around. No, I ain't. I want to say something. I want
okay,
to say
well, what you
something.
want to say?
This ain't just your motherfucking show. This is my show too. So if I
I asked you a
so
gosh darn
so
question,
so if
bro.
I so if I ask Sean for a little bit of fucking funeral music. That's funeral music on my behalf. That does not represent you or the show. So if you say Sean no music, that don't mean there is no music. That
And
just
how
means
many
that,
times you say,
that
Sean, don't do that. Don't, no, 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 when I
no.
say something.
And he does it anyway. So
No.
Sean, I would listen. This is my fucking show too. Sean, I would like a little dun dun dun. I want some funeral music on behalf of Bamboo. The fuck? Okay, okay. I could I could get that dun dun dun. I could get no the dun dun dun. You
I
know
don't know what you're talking about.
that's all
Oh,
right.
you
That's
talking
all right.
about what the trumpet funeral?
Yes, yes, yes. All right. Yeah, I
How
bet.
we never
That's all right.
played that. Since when did you think that
All
that would be saved in the archives?
all
We have never played funeral music, bro.
well, you don't need
We
no
don't
funeral
have a
music.
need. This is not a recession.
Let me
We
just say
don't.
this real goddamn quick. I hope the nigga walk around heaven all day barefooted. Point blank period. I hope they got nails in the clouds. Now we can move what we call the fuck
Wait,
on.
hold on, bro. I got you. Hold on. I'm trying. Let me see. Uh,
You know, all this one sided shit
it's
gotta stop.
not one sided. It's just crazy. I'm gonna try. I'm
I
gonna
ain't,
try to.
I ain't get I ain't get my pictures of me and the white people at the
I don't
cookout.
know if this is gonna be it. I ain't listened to this before, but we'll see.
Sean, shut your ass
Hold
up.
on. If they ever.
So
All right now.
let's move on, man. Let's talk about this X shit and decide if we backsliding back to an X. You already know my opinion on that. Yeah, there we go. Let me know where the gravesite is so I could piss in a bucket and pour it on there. Whole 5 gallons. There we go. Thank you, Travis. All right, let's go. We moving on. Let's move on. All right, let's go. So now we're gonna get back to our show. Now that you know what I'm saying, I appreciate you. So now let's get back to the show. So now the question is, you still on the music? See, that's your problem. You're slow. Hold on. We're gonna get back to the topic of the day, right? Should you slide back?
Okay, you happy?
I'm happy. Should you
We
slide
we
back?
can't hear you.
I'm happy. You can't hear me for real?
Now we can.
Should you slide back to your ex?
Did you hear your funeral music? Are you happy?
I just said, yeah. You said you heard me say, yeah.
No, I heard you once you put your headphone in when I said, "Do you hear me?" Yeah, but anyway.
I'm good, man. Let's move on, baby. You good, bro? I said what I said, bro. Let's move on. Let's get to the topic.
So,
I'm talking
all
to
right. We're
you,
not
bro.
gonna have a third party. All right. Let's, John. Y'all didn't hear no. This is ghetto. This is ghetto. So, all right. So he said he heard his funeral music,
I
John.
heard
If
it.
he's happy, if he happy with it, John's, then it is what it is. He got what he wanted, and I apologize. Rudy, I'll explain to you. You just hold down the emoji, and then the skin tones come up for the different ones that it applies to change it out. But okay, I have no idea, Michelle. I'm confused, but we just gonna jump into the topic. Should this is one of the other topics requested by what's this, how you say it, Listra, is that how you pronounce it, Ben?
Let's, yeah, let's.
Okay, so as far as should men and women give their exes a second chance?
Well, hold on. It all depends on what you mean by second chance. You know what I mean? Because it
Get
all
back with them.
it all depends on what they did. It all depends on what they did. I mean, nothing for nothing. I mean, everybody entitled to fuck me over once. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget what you did. I'll forgive you for it. I'll just never forget what you did. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I mean, people generally people make mistakes.
Yeah, but like, so you don't have any clause or like any stipulations for why y'all broke up? Does the reason why y'all broke up matter? Or you saying we broke up, that's old news, we'll start again. I won't forget, but let's start again kind of thing?
Man, this man. Listen, if I got stipulations, you
So
feel
what
me?
are they?
So if an X is an X for a reason, you know what I'm saying? If she if she wild out with another nigga, me personally, that's a no go for me. Me personally, you know what I'm saying? If it all, give me a scenario, and then I'll tell you if I would take her back.
Okay, before I give you a scenario, does it matter if you guys were married, engaged, just
One give a fuck.
dating? So none of that matters.
Mm-mm, not at all.
Okay.
I
You
gotta
guys,
play. I gotta play it by ear. I gotta know exactly. You know what I'm saying?
you read it
What
right,
she did.
Michelle.
I gotta find out what she did. You know what I'm saying? Like if we just had a crazy ass argument, right? Then I let's just talk this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Here go Trav. See, Trav, I
Ex
was actually
is someone that you dated and are no longer having any type of romantic dealings with, or dated, married, whatever. But you guys were, you know, in a couple ship, some type of ship, and then now
if
you're not.
if it's a if it could have just been a misunderstanding and she became my ex and we just like, yo, we're going our own ways, right? Then we link up a couple of years later and be like, yo, you know what? Let's get out a try again, right?
What
Maybe
would make you say, "Let's give it a try again"?
I gotta see some substantial changes in her. Or she has to see some substantial changes in me. Like something in the dynamics of the relationship would have had to change. Like you got some females out here that will argue over anything, right? I'm talking tooth and nail argue over anything, right? I would never take one of those back. I would never, because that's not going to change. You know what I'm saying? That's just how she's structured. You know what I mean? But if we just had a simple misunderstanding,
If it was simple, then why would y'all have broken up?
because people break up for simple shit.
Mm.
People break up because it's like, oh well, you not who you was when I met you, right? Or something about you changed, right?
So, Dom, you would never, you saying just for cheeks. So, you would never do it with the hopes of rekindling something and getting back together?
What was his response?
He said, "I'm only spinning the block for some cheeks. That's it."
I mean, that's understandable.
And Sheila says, "What if she cheated because you cheated first? Would you give it another shot?"
Y'all, I don't know why women think that, you know what I'm saying, that that's cool, because it's not.
Who said it was cool? It's just a question. If she cheated because you cheated, would you give it another shot? Period. That's it.
So we going tick for tack?
I'm just saying, if she cheated because you cheated, y'all broke up 5 years later, y'all run into each other, you spinning the block or not?
Nah. Nah, because there's a possibility I might cheat again and she gonna cheat again too.
Yo, so you're the problem. Okay, got it. Copy.
I listen,
Okay.
I always have said that I'm the problem. There's not a time where I put the blame on anybody. I always said I'm the problem. And that's just me. I mean, it is what it is.
So I feel like me, like younger me would have been like, oh well, maybe yeah, you can see how it goes or whatever. But as I like just kind of grew and then shifted my, whatever, I wouldn't. I feel like we just need to leave it where it's at. Just lay that where it's at. If we cordial, we cordial. If we not, we not. Just lay it where it's at. Because I just feel like typically people, they say that they moved on or whatever, but they tend to drag old stuff or from the previous relationship into the current relationship, and then it just creates disaster, and now you just create more negative memory and history or whatever, and I wouldn't spin the block back. That answer is to if I'm spinning the block back on an ex. Now, so here's the thing. my on the whole cheating thing, right? If I had this was me dating. If I was cheated on dating in terms of there was sex, right? I'm not we done right then and there. Me married, if an incident occurred and if depending on is a lot of variables, so depending on if I felt like the situation was worth giving a second chance and then you do it again after that, not only are we done, but there would never be an opportunity for a second chance.
So if somebody cheated on you and they had sex with somebody else, there's no second chance.
If we were dating, but if I'm married, like, okay, me and Sean, we've been married for this long, I don't know that I would throw it all away depending on how it happened, like depending on the circumstances all around it, if I would be willing to give another chance or not. But if I did decide that, hey, I'd be willing to give it another chance, and then you do it again, there's no, that's it. Like, that would
So
be it.
so there's no, like, what did I do to make this happen, or what could I have done so that this
Of
wouldn't?
course, there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff, but at the end of the day, even to me personally, even if a person is, they're not doing what they're supposed to do, doesn't give the other person a pass to cheat. If you guys are having communications and things is not going the way that it should, I don't feel like it gives you a reason to cheat. If we can't work it out and figure it out, we should just leave. That's always been my thought process. But you don't get to blame me for your cheating. That's not I'm not saying that I'm perfect or that I didn't have things that I needed to improve on, but you don't get to use that as to why you cheated, because if my behavior was so much so that you had to go do this or go do that, then you could have just left. But again,
Well, you already know my take on that. I mean, it don't even make no sense for me to get back into that. I always think there's a reason why a person cheated, and that's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be a reason, and you got to take some kind of accountability. And what was your role in that? You know what I mean? You can't
your
just say,
role in someone else's actions to cheat, you can only say, hey, my role in this relationship was this, that, these, and those. If you decided to cheat, you made that decision on your own. You
it's
can't try to loop somebody else into it. You got to take accountability and own up with the fact that you fucked up. Not, oh, I fucked up because you did this. No, I fucked up because I fucked up. And this is how I fucked up, whatever, whatever, whatever. The same way how you say, if you're getting on your partner about something, that your partner shouldn't use that opportunity to get on the things about you, right? You love saying that, which is true. I agree. So, therefore, when you're cheating, don't try to use that opportunity to try to point a finger at your partner about what your partner did or didn't do. We talking about you and your fuck up. So, if they got things they need to work on, okay, great. I'm sure you also had stuff that you needed to work on. That doesn't give you grounds to just get a pass to cheat because, whatever.
well, again, I'm not gonna get back into it. You already know how I feel. I think anytime a man goes out there cheat, or anytime a woman goes out there cheat, her partner or his partner has something to do with it. Accountability is key here. So even though I went out there dipping the dick, that don't mean that you didn't help me fuck her. You know what I'm saying?
That's absolutely no,
I,
no.
I would expect that.
You did that all on your own.
I would expect that from a woman. I would expect that from a woman
It wouldn't matter, even if
until
it was the other way around. If a
until
woman cheated,
until
she did that
y'all
on her own too.
until y'all the one that's doing the cheating, and then once y'all do the cheating, then y'all go and be like, oh well, you forced me to do it. It's always a double standard with fucking women.
I
It's
literally
always
just
it's
said if
always a
she's
double
cheating,
fucking
it's
standard.
on her. Whoever is doing the cheating, it's on you. You can't lessen your accountability by trying to pass the buck on your partner's imperfections. Period. You did that. You did that. Own up on it. Stand on business. Stand 10 toes down like you was standing 10 toes when you was doing the fucking. Stand 10 toes on it.
Like
You
I told
disagree with
my
what, Rudy? Yeah, for me, I just think that you can't blame somebody else for your own actions in terms of you
I wouldn't
decided to step out and,
I would I
you got to
wouldn't
own up to it.
I wouldn't expect you to say anything less. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't expect you to say, "Oh well, you know, This is my role in it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't giving you sex. I wasn't giving you the attention you needed. I wouldn't expect no fucking woman to do that. I would expect a woman to go ahead and push the blame and be like, you did this and this is why you guys did this. No, fuck that. No, you had your role in it. The only
But
difference
when
is,
you do that, it takes accountability away from you, the person that stepped out. You can't. That's table that for again. If you wanted to address it so bad by saying, "Oh well, what you did, what you did, what you did," you should have addressed it before you cheated. Let's talk about it there. Don't step out. If you want to come back, you're gonna go out, cheat, and then come back and use what I was doing before you cheated, and then use it again after you cheat. That makes no sense.
listen,
That
if
makes no sense.
before I step out and cheat, I promise you, I'm going to give you a warning. I'm going to give you 3 warnings because once I'm outside, I'm outside. I'm not trying to come back in. Point blank, period. I'm going to give you 3 warnings that
So right. So if you
this, this is
outside, then
what we
just
need to work
leave.
on. No, no,
This
no,
was
no.
Lystra. This was one of the two topics that she had. We addressed the last one, the last live, and this is the second one today. But
Listen,
yeah, I just
women, y'all need to take accountability and take your part and your role in what pushed that man out. Men, you need to take accountability for the reason why your wife stepped out. You need to take accountability. At the end of the day, when he step out, trust me, women will lead us to believe, oh, he has a dick. He's gonna cheat. That's just who he is. And that's not the case. We as men, we know that we're pushed to that point. We are pushed to the point of, all right, well, another female got to give us the attention that my girlfriend, fiance, or wife didn't want to give. Men, the same shit. Your wife been telling you, your fiance been telling you, your girlfriend been telling you for fucking months, I want to go out on a date. You're not doing the things that you used to do, and you still ignoring it. So now she go out there during her lunch break, and the nigga out there putting his fingers through the wet and wavy, telling her how great she is and how he would love to take her out. Of course she's gonna go for that date. Take responsibility for your role and your person stepping out. That's just my personal belief. I never asked you to agree with it. I just asked you to listen to it. And I'm not gaslighting y'all. I'm telling y'all the God's honest truth. And I have had this conversation with my wife. If you don't do what you're supposed to do after I asked you time and time and time again, like Cindy Lauper, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Point blank, period. And I ain't leaving losing half my shit either.
I
But we
mean,
can
you're
move
gonna
on.
lose half of it anyway when you cheating and you get divorced. I mean, just
My
is
inten-
what it
my
is. Unless
intentions
you have a prenup.
my intentions are never to get caught. I don't know nobody go into cheating that has anticipation on getting caught. My intentions are never to get caught.
Well,
I don't know why that's shocking to you.
I didn't say it was shocking. I just don't agree.
Well, that's why this show is called Matter of Opinions. You got your opinion that you get mad over. I got mine that I get mad over. Right? It is what it is. Anybody in the chat that got anything that they want to add on to this or take away from this? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I think a lot of y'all is just straight up capping. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, like everybody, all the shit y'all saying in the chat, that shit sound good on a Hallmark car. It does. But I know some of you niggas personally, and I know that it's all cap. It's all cap.
I agree, Chronicles. But I guess it's people like that out there. And for me, honestly, I appreciate that you let that out and let it be known so that somebody could decide if that's the type of partner they'd want to be with. Because I swear, if I was single and I met somebody with the thought process that you have with a lot of these major things, we would be completely incompatible because a lot of these things are core foundational. This is who you are, and I don't want that in a partner.
All right,
So
so
I mean, I appreciate you
all
for
right, so
saying
all
your truth.
pick all then this is what I will do. Pick me apart.
He is dumb.
What?
Oh, I'm not. I said he
Oh,
is dumb.
listen to what
I'm
I'm
not
telling you.
picking you apart. I'm just
Pick
saying
me
we would
apart.
not be compatible together. We
Pick,
would not.
pick me apart. Tell me what I'm saying to you that don't make sense to you.
I already said it. I think that if you fucked up, you own up to it and not try and drag somebody else's shit as to your fuck up. You just eat that. The same way how you said, if you say, baby, you didn't do the laundry or whatever,
I ain't cheating
and
on
she's like,
nobody
oh, but the
with
last
clothes.
time you didn't do laundry, like, no, we not talking about what I didn't do right now. We talking about what you didn't do. The time to talk about what I didn't do is not when we addressing something that you didn't do. You save that for then. When I didn't do it, then you address it at that time. You don't save it and hold it and wait to get on me about some shit when I'm getting on you about some shit. So it's the same thing. If you cheating, that's your shit. Don't try to talk. Don't. We
No,
not doing all. You gotta have your own
I'm
accountability and stop trying to lessen the load and try
I'm
to put
cheating.
some of it on your partner when that's you. Yes, that partner may have
No,
had flaws, but you made that conscious choice to
stop,
go out there and be intimate with somebody. You just
stop,
made that choice. Just eat it. Just eat
stop
it.
using the word flaws in replacement of accountability. Oh, of
It's
course they
not.
might
I
have
said
flaws.
okay,
All
but
right, so
again,
listen.
that is not the
All right,
time.
so listen. If you want to bring up laundry, right? If I tell my wife, oh, the laundry getting a little, I need my laundry done, right? And she act like she drag assing, she cannot be
Right,
upset.
Tyron.
She
Deflection.
she cannot be upset if I get somebody else to do my fucking laundry. If I tell my wife I need something to eat and she says no, or she's drag assing, you cannot be upset when I come home with a plate that somebody made me. And
So what I'm saying, what I'm
it's vice
okay.
versa.
So
If
what
she
I'm
came to
saying
me
is
and said
this:
I would do the same thing.
I have personally heard you, and Sean say it to me. So it's not. This is not a dig at you. This is not a dig at your relationship. This is not a dig at anybody. But I have personally heard you say to your wife, "Baby, this is not the time we. I'm taught you just you did this." And this is what we talking about. We not talking about what I didn't do before. You should have addressed that at the time that I didn't do it. This is not the time to talk about what Maurice didn't do. Right now we talking about what you didn't do or what you did that wasn't whatever the problem was. This is the time to talk about that. What I did is you listen, you should have used it when you had it or wait till the next time or wait till tomorrow. But today, right now, we're talking about this. So if you cheat, you talk about that. That's it. Not about what the other person did or didn't do, coulda, shoulda, woulda. We talking about what you did. You chose, you cheated, you. So okay, if for me personally, if there's any chance of a reconciliation, then you need to own up to it by you saying, "Oh, but what you did and this and that." To me,
That's not
then
deflection.
we can't repair it because
That is
you're still not owning up to your fuck
not
up. How can we get past it when you're not saying, all right, this is what I did? Hold that. Hold that. And if you still got an issue with what I did in the past, didn't do whatever, okay, we could address that separately because it's a
no,
separate issue.
no, it's not. It's not because we're talking about me cheating. Right? Hold on, just listen.
I'm
We
not
talk,
saying I just took a deep sigh. I
hold
can
on.
fucking
We
sigh.
we talking about me cheating, right? So we're gonna say, oh, yes, I cheated. I fucked the bitch. I ate the bitch. Right? Now, this is
It's
what
my fault that you cheated, Rudy.
no,
You
no, hold on.
should
Hold
just
on.
leave.
Hold on. Yes, I fucked the bitch. I ate the bitch. But this is what got me
What?
to there. This is what got me to there. I can't just look at you and say, "Oh yeah, I fucked the bitch. I ate the bitch. I had her over backwards." Reverse car girl. I can't just do
Car
that.
girl,
I,
cowgirl.
cowgirl. I got to tell you exactly what led me to that. Right. So that's not deflection. That's saying, yeah, why did you cheat on me? Well, this is
But
what.
you okay, so it
Hold
led you
on.
there, but you
Go
still
ahead.
had a choice. You still had a choice. You could have
My
said,
choice is
"Hey,
always my choice is
cheat
always
or
going to be
leave."
cheat.
Cheat or
Nah,
leave.
you sound dumber
So
than
you
you.
said your choice will 100% always be to cheat.
Listen. If
100%.
hold on, listen. If I'm telling you, just listen. If I'm telling you what I need, right? I'm telling you what I need, and you're sitting up there acting like I'm not saying nothing. I need sex. You're not giving me sex, right? I need your affection. I need your attention. You're not giving me that, right? So now, yes, I'm gonna cheat without a doubt. I've already told you what I need. I already told you what my problem was. Now, what you're upset about, not you, but what she's going to be upset about is that I actually went out there and acted on it. I actually went out there and found somebody to ride this 8 because you wasn't riding it.
So let me ask you this.
I actually found somebody to make me some oxtail because you didn't want to cook it. I actually found somebody to put honey on the cornbread because you didn't want to do that. Yeah, that's what you upset about. You upset because I went out there and took action on it. And listen, I'm gonna keep it 100. It is what it is. Get the fuck the same way when I was telling you what I wanted and what I needed, and you acted as if you didn't give a fuck. Them tears that you crying, I don't give a fuck. Dry them up. Dry them up.
You
Because
know,
I'm
like I said, I appreciate you calling it out, and I wish a lot of people will call out where they stand on these things before they start getting into these committed relationships with people, so then people could decide off rip if it's gonna be compatible. Because, like I said, you would be literally for me. You would be an extreme walking red flag. Like we are polar opposite. Like it just would never, ever, ever in the history of everdom work. And so I would appreciate the time, the headache, the like just so thank you
man,
for being you, I guess.
there comes a time, and then this is why I'll tell people on some real shit. Date the motherfucker that you with, because it's funny. It's funny how y'all got time for everything while we dating. Y'all got time for everything. Y'all got time for the dates. Y'all got time to ride my face. Y'all got time to ride this dick. Y'all got time for everything.
Right.
Every time I want a little piece, you got time for it. But when we get married, then all of a sudden, all the headaches come, and this and that, and that and this. Yeah, yeah. Fuck around and find out if you want. Fuck around and find out if you want. I promise you, I'm not playing those games. I'm gonna go out there and find me a little piece that I'm comfortable with. And once she start acting like she don't want to fuck no more or cook no more or don't want to do now, I'm gonna find somebody else. That's that's just common sense to me. Common sense is as common as it could be to me. I'm not sitting up there arguing with you every single fucking day about my wants and my needs. That's not, because you know what I want. You know what I need. Same thing for females. Same thing for females. Females literally tell men what they want. Right? I want this, I want that, I need this, I need that. Men choose to ignore it. Then when she go to work and the man waving his fingers through the wet and wavy, and then before you know it, they had on lunch dates, little work lunch dates, right? Then before you know it, oh babe, I'm working later. I'm working a little later today. I got a little bit of overtime today, and she's out on a dinner date now with the nigga at the Dallas BBQ. Now you want to be upset because she coming home smelling like condoms. Don't be upset, nigga. You asked for this. You asked for this. Oh, the money ain't right. When is
Right,
the money?
Dom.
When is the money ever gonna be fucking right? When is it ever gonna be right?
Because y'all keep using other things that I feel like don't have to do anything. I feel like I should too. Then it's like this: if I go into a store looking for a product, and that store does not have my product, I don't have to stand there and cause a scene or whatever. I could either try to like improvise, compromise, get something else, or I could just take my business elsewhere, which would be the equivalent of you could stay, figure it out, work it out, or you could go and find another relationship that's for you. That's number one. Number two, if for me personally, like there's a specific hair product that I'm very specific about, very loyal to, if they are out of stock because I value that product and that's the product that works for me, I'm out of stock or they are out of stock. I'm waiting and I'm getting the notification for when it's back in stock so I can place my order, whatever, whatever. I'm keep checking the website, keep you put its dedication. So when it's available, I got it. Or like when y'all like to order Jordans, that's pre-release, pre-sales. Y'all going ahead, y'all getting y'all tickets in advance and this and that, doing all this and that, waiting and waiting and waiting. All these material things is worth the wait, but y'all not willing to fix it with your partner because you don't want to leave. But then you also don't want to leave the person and get a divorce. Like it just, to me, it doesn't make sense. It's insanity to me.
So when I'm talking to you, right, and I say to you, and I say, you know what, babe, I think we need to have sex a little more, right? That is the time for you to communicate to me why you don't choose to have sex with me the way I want to have sex with you. Now you can sit and say, well, you know what, babe? And again, this is not personal. So don't call my phone, don't text my phone, don't email me nothing. This ain't personal. All right.
Pre, I always said it's my opinion for me. For me.
So
Everything that I speak on is me.
so if you walk in there and you telling her, well, you know, this is what I want, and that's the time for her to say, well, this is the reason why I don't like doing it like that. It hurts me or whatever, whatever. All you want to do is pound town. Now it's time to open up a little dialogue of well, this is the reason why I'm not doing it. Right. But if you're gonna sit there and look at me stupid, oh man,
Like sit there
stupid man,
during the action.
I'm talking to you and I'm telling you what my wants and needs is, and you looking at
Mhm.
me like, okay, and then you ain't willing to change nothing. Oh yeah, good luck with that. Let me know how that works. I love that for you. I love that for you. That looks good on you. Cause I promise you, I'm gonna be outside, and I'm gonna be outside hard, dead ass, dead ass. And that's me personally. You know what I'm saying? So when I come to you and I got a concern about this marriage, or I got
Mm.
a concern about this relationship, or I got a concern about anything, I advise you to address it as if you was talking to me, like the same way I would address shit. Don't be putting my shit on the back burner. Oh God, no. By the time you come back, somebody else been uncooked it.
So, you doubling back on your ex or no?
Who me?
Yeah.
All depends on how good the pussy is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So if it's good, you're willing to double back and see if
I'm
the
going.
relationship could work.
I'm willing to ask her, do she think that we could just have a literally a fucking relationship?
So, but you wouldn't double back. You just would be a friends with benefits.
Cheeks.
Okay. So, no, Sheila, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
This is the crazy part about it, and I'm not talking.
That
I'm not.
is a good point. Dom says if one woman can't satisfy all your needs, do polygamy, right? But this way, everybody is on board. All the women and all the men involved, depending on which side of things it is. Everybody is a willing participant. Everybody is accept like this is it's a lifestyle. It's a way of being. It's a strong belief system behind it. So this way, nobody is getting hurt. No feeling like it's just not saying that things don't happen in a relationship, but I'm just saying as far as people won't be feeling like they're getting cheated on or disrespected, it would be okay if you get your needs met between one, two, three, four women, however many women you decided to have, or men for her, or in homosexual relationships or whatever the case may be, everybody's needs are getting met across the board. So why not just do that then?
There's really no need for polygamy if you just listen and communicate, especially if
But
it's sexually. If it's something sexually,
bro, you just made me burn some brain cells. You just said there is no reason to do polygamy, but not that there's no reason to cheat. If
polygamy is
you're saying,
authorized.
wait, hold on, wait a minute, wait a minute. You said you would cheat if your wife is not meeting your needs. You're guaranteed 100% to cheat, right?
100%.
So you're 100% gonna cheat if your wife is not meeting your needs. You've been talking to her, she's not meeting them. Therefore, you're gonna go get it somewhere else.
Hold on,
But if
hold
you
on,
were in a polygamous relationship, if your wife is your first wife or main person, whatever, is not
hold on.
meeting your needs, then you would have person B,
I'm
C,
sorry.
D, however many to meet your needs.
That's
So what is I just I'm at a
no.
loss
Hold on.
for
Listen
words. You
to what
have
I'm
a,
saying.
a legit
No,
solution
listen to what I'm
Can
saying.
I
and you
respond?
just insist
Hold
on
on,
being
hold
disrespectful
on,
and cheating.
hold on, hold on. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I will 100% cheat if I'm telling her what my needs are and she's dismissing them like they don't exist. I will 100% cheat without a doubt in my mind, right? But if she gives me a adequate reason why, right, and she's communicating reasons why I can't do this or I shouldn't do this, then that's for another discussion. But if you being dismissive, like I ain't just told you something, yeah, without a doubt in my mind, 100% outside.
Okay.
All right, so check us out, right? How you doing, guys? Good to see y'all. I just
Good to
wanted to
see you,
join in.
boo.
I wanted to like argue my stance on this, right? So, Destiny, I understand what you're saying as far as the point that what you said, Sean says, and you said that he says, and I've said it as well, right? If I'm
Mhm.
digging in your ass about something that you've done wrong, there's no reason why we should bring it up something that I've done wrong. Let's take accountability, right? So I get that point. But here's my stance on what he's saying. I'll start off by saying I do not agree with cheating. I think anyone who cheats is wrong. You have to take accountability for your actions as the far you played in it. But at the same time, let's flip it. Women, let's not act like women have cheated on men and other women have said, I can understand why you did that. Because what you guys acknowledge is the fact that she has feelings. And in her feelings, if she was not, if her feelings were not being nurtured or taken care of, it could lead to her wanting that form of attention from someone else. I'll give you an example of how you have agreed to that, where you say sometimes you can understand why a woman doesn't want to give her man sex if he doesn't do those little things that she needs. If she feels unsecure, if she feels unrespected, unappreciated, and unhappy, she will withhold herself. And I can agree with that. I can understand. So if we can understand that his behavior caused her to act in an unnatural way, why can't we absorb, give the same understanding that woman can push a man into someone else's arms? That does not absolve him of his bad behavior, but we have to be adults and say that these things, two things can be true at once. Someone can push you somewhere else. If I feel unloved or unrespected by my partner, right? But temptation slips in and there's another girl who's giving me these things, even if it's not in a romantic stance. Let's not act like my feelings can't lead for me to fall for someone and I do something that I should not have done. Again, that does not absolve a man of his actions. You should have enough restraint to not do that. But that doesn't take away what she did wrong. Does that make sense?
I never said that it doesn't take away from what she does
But
wrong.
that's
I'm
but
saying
that's
that
what
you
you but that's
shouldn't
what
when
you
you when
saying.
you're when you're in your fuck up, right? Because
Yes.
that's what it is. You fucked up.
Uh-huh.
A part of you trying to clean up and make
No,
things
that's
right.
that's
Wait a
the
minute.
problem. No, that right there is where you lack the understanding for what Bamboo is saying. Because from your perspective, what you're hearing is he's making an excuse. No, he's trying to
It
tell
is
you.
because well, here's the thing. What you're saying can be true, but that also did not make it right and you still made a
I,
choice
I,
because here's the
no
thing
one's taking
if
no,
a
no,
woman
no.
was to
No
cheat wait
one's
if
taking
a
away,
woman was to
Des. No
cheat
one's taking away that the action was wrong. But that
if
doesn't mean that something that you did couldn't cause me to do something that I wouldn't normally do.
They never gonna
but
validate.
it
They're
goes
But
ne-
you have
both
to
they
take
ways
they
so
are never
accountability.
they are
It does
never
go.
gonna
We're
validate a
we're not
man's
the
feelings.
problem, Des.
Never
when
We're
you
will.
agreeing that it goes both
no
ways.
no
You're
no
not agreeing that it goes
no
both ways.
this is what I'm saying when you in the example about when you're in trouble or when you did something and your spouse is telling you something don't bring up that whatever when
Mhm.
it be the other way around as well because I mean I don't know about y'all, but I have said the same thing to Sean. Hey, remember we talked about that, not bringing up this, that, these, and those.
Mhm.
So it's like y'all want it to be that way, but if a woman wants to step out because you're not doing what you're supposed to do, oh she a hoe, she a this, she a that, whatever,
That's
she
that's
can't do
that's
that. It's
that's
not the same if a
that's
woman cheats
insecure
because a
ego.
man enters her body and whatever. It's all this stuff,
I'm
right?
not. I'm not.
At
I'm
the
not
end of
saying
the
that
day,
anything is. I think it's both wrong. I think it's
I'm
both
not
wrong.
saying that she didn't help the relationship not be on good terms, right? Or
But
get to
that's
where it's at.
but
But you still made the choice your own self.
yes, Des,
She didn't
you're
say,
not
hey, yeah, go cheat.
okay. I'm agreeing with you. So your point is valid, totally valid. Now let's switch to my point.
Now let's
You're
Okay.
validate
saying
the other
you're
side.
you're saying that because she did this, it doesn't give me a right to do what I did. You're absolutely right. That doesn't mean it didn't cause me to do what I did, what I should not have done. It's like,
I
for
said,
example, right?
okay, I
If there,
agree. I hear that.
that,
What I'm
that's
saying,
what
what I'm
Bamboo is
saying
saying.
is,
He's just saying it in an
okay,
arrogant, stupid way,
but
like Bamboo will say it. But
but
that's
here's what
what
I'm
he's saying.
saying is both behaviors because if something is wrong in a relationship, right? If your partner is saying, "Hey, you're not giving this to me, there's a high chance, a high probability that you're also not giving something to your partner to make them not want to
Yes.
give. So whatever, we not going tit for tat. I'm not saying to be petty, but I'm just saying this
I
is
get what you mean.
typically how it goes, right?
But what I'm
But
saying is
when
I
you
think
made the
women don't
choice,
acknowledge that with
you
men.
made your own choice to stay. I'm saying both ways. Whoever the cheater
Mhm.
was, you
Okay.
made the choice. We both have our issues. I
Mhm.
didn't say, okay, well, let me go and do this because we got our
Mhm.
issues. You said, let me go and do this because we have our issues. We both have the same like
So
Yes.
plate,
do,
right?
do
Now
you
here's the
do
You
thing,
you
right?
know
decided to eat off another plate instead of seeing what's going
do
on
you
and organizing your own plate.
And I totally agree with you, Des. But here's what I'm trying to get you to understand, right? At, you're talking about reconciliation, right? In order to reconcile, we both have to see where we went wrong, right? So if I'm saying, hey, my actions were wrong, but this is what caused me. How do we change this? You have to acknowledge this. Because if you don't acknowledge this, then you still invalidate me. That doesn't take away what I did was unacceptable. I'm wrong in every way. But it's the same thing when you do something wrong with your children. If your children do something wrong and they come back and say, well, mommy, I didn't like the way you spoke to me. Okay, we're going to explain to this child, hey, listen, the only reason that I spoke to you like that was because of your behavior. That doesn't give me the right to speak to you like that, but my feelings were hurt by what you did. There's an explanation, is what my point is. So when a man gives an explanation, a lot of times men are trying to make an excuse. So I'm not speaking for those men. But there are also a lot of men who do stupid shit, see what they did and go, okay, but I gotta see what led me to doing that. Because if that behavior continues, then this behavior will continue. That's what my point is.
ain't
It
no sense in
So
behavior.
I'm not saying that you can't
Ain't no sense of changing your
talk
behavior
about
because I'm
it,
not
right?
going to
What
stop after. Once I'm outside, I'm outside. It don't make sense changing your behavior now. Once I'm
he
outside,
does
I'm
not
outside.
he does not
That's just
speak
it.
for all men, bro.
I
I
speak.
think
so
I
cheating
speak. I
is
speak.
wrong.
I speak. I speak for Maurice.
I
Listen, I give you. I give you a certain amount of time to get your shit together. As well, you can give me a certain amount of time to get my shit together. But once I'm outside, I'm outside. Cause now I got somebody else feelings involved, and I ain't trying to hurt that person either.
Nah, he's wilding. This nigga's
I
nuts.
don't care.
yeah.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
care
this
what
nigga
you
is
So
say.
crazy. This
Rudy,
nigga is
Rudy,
crazy.
Now you
what
got
I'm
somebody
saying
else
is
feeling
this.
involved.
I'm not saying you can't address what led you guys to get to that point. What I'm saying is in the initial point, it should just be strictly accountability, period, right?
Yes.
And then we can get to how we
No,
got here. But when you're trying to be apologetic and whatever else, it
Mhm.
see that's
shouldn't
what
be
Yo, Des,
dragging, oh, because
Des,
you did,
that's
I
you
what
love
did, you
you.
did.
I love you with
that's
all
All
what
my
you
right,
get
heart,
look.
wrong.
Des.
So
I
like,
love you with
okay,
all
let
my
me ask
heart.
you this.
You're
If
moving the
your daughter,
goalpost.
if your
You're
daughter,
moving the
Always do.
goalpost.
if you put beads in your daughter's hair, right?
Go ahead.
There
And
you
she
go.
was shaking her hair in school, shaking her hair in school, and the teacher
Mhm,
had say, "Hey, don't shake your beads because it's distracting, whatever, whatever."
mhm.
And she kept doing it. So the principal came in and cut it off with scissors, right? Just cut the whole braid off so you can't shake no beads no more, whatever. And then you come to the school and she's like, "Oh, well, but what led me here was your daughter was distracting the rest." You're not going to want to hear that. And acknowledge the fact that you should have never cut my daughter hair, period, right? It
That's
was
Guaranteed.
your
extreme.
choice. It
That's
was your
extreme.
choice to
Yeah,
cut her hair.
I
Wait,
That's
wait.
believe.
so
Go
extreme.
ahead.
I'm
I
not
believe it's
saying
extreme,
that.
but go ahead.
That's
I'm
so
not, but
extreme.
cheating is extreme.
It's
It's
And
not.
I
an
agree with you.
it's an extreme
We're not
reaction to your
saying.
partner not providing you what you felt like you
I
needed,
think the
and
analogy.
instead of
I think
doing the
the
other
analogy you
steps that
gave
you
was
could have.
wrong
That's extreme.
because nobody should be cutting my
Okay,
child's hair. Like
right,
Listen,
and
you,
nobody
what are
should
you
be
talking
cheating
about?
on your partner
And
if we
I
can,
agree.
if we being real.
I'm not
I
saying you
yo,
are
you know, the
supposed.
problem
I'm
Okay,
not
is y'all
saying
all
you
act
are
like
right,
men don't
supposed.
have
y'all got it,
feelings.
y'all got it, y'all got it,
No,
men,
it's not.
y'all
See
got it.
that's the part of having a conversation with you is whack, bro. We're
Because
validating what you're saying, but you're not trying to validate what someone else
I
is saying.
just said that
No, you keep moving the
can.
goalposts every
That's
time.
not. It's not moving the goalpost.
They,
It's
she not
literally
moving. She not
take.
moving the goalpost, Rudy. She not even giving us the ball.
Yo,
She
It's
not
Skilla,
moving the
yo,
this,
Skilla,
goalpost.
you're
Rudy.
saying you're on Dez's side. I'm on her side too. I think cheating is wrong. I think
No,
when you
that's not
cheat,
the side. That's not the side I'm talking about, right? We all, well, I don't know about being,
We
but
back
me
to
and
the.
you, Rudy, we have
Mhm,
acknowledged that
I
that
don't think
cheating is
about
not
none
right.
of that.
No matter how you got there, it's
guaranteed.
not right, right?
But we
So
have to
what?
understand our actions that can lead
We
someone to
not.
do those things.
Hold on, just
Y'all
listen.
only understand that when it comes to females. Y'all will open
No,
your mouth
Rudy,
and
you're
say,
not hearing me. I
no,
think you're responding.
because I hate that you
You're
doing this,
listening
bro.
to respond.
No,
You're not
I'm not
listening
listening
to
to respond. I
understand.
listened and understood everything you said, but what you're subtracting, Des, is that you're speaking for yourself and not what women actually do. This is the problem that we always have when we have these conversations.
Rudy,
Women will sit there
Rudy,
and tell their girl, pat her on the back, like, oh, girl, I know why you did what you did. He shouldn't have been treating you like that. If he paid you
Rudy,
more attention, if he didn't work so much, if he didn't mistreat you, you wouldn't have been out there doing what
Rudy.
you was doing. But on the flip side,
I'm not
when a man
saying
says, hey, you lacked giving me emotion, you lacked giving me effort, doesn't
mhm.
make what I did right. But could you understand how this could lead me to
How we got here?
someone else?
Can you
You
understand how
can't,
we
you
got here?
can't acknowledge that when it comes to a
So,
man
but
because y'all
that's
don't
not what I
acknowledge what we
said.
have
I said
doing.
we absolutely should acknowledge it, right? But there's steps, right? You can't run before you learn how to walk,
And I'm
right?
agreeing
You
with you with
can't
that.
run before you learn how to crawl, right?
But the
Step
whole
one,
conversation is about
wait.
doubling back. The
Step
whole conversation is
one,
about doubling back. The way that you double
no,
back is reconciliation.
no. The whole thing is this accountability, period, right? So, in my accountability for something that I did wrong, if I say like this, oh, well, I'm sorry that I hit you, but because you shouldn't have looked at me, then you take away the apology. Just focus on what you did, your own
Yes,
actions, right?
we're in agreement with that.
We can address the rest of the issues after the fact. Right
Yes.
now, it's about you and what
So
you did
so again,
wrong.
we're agreeing with that. So we're past
No,
that point.
but you can't say that you're agreeing with that and then say, "Oh, but we
No,
gotta. What about this and what about that?"
no,
Accountability
no, no,
is
no, no,
now.
no. You just said
Okay.
step one. You just said there's a step one and then there's a step two, correct? Tell me
I
if
said
I'm
there's
wrong.
multiple steps. Yeah,
I
that
get
was
that
step
there's
one.
multiple steps, but the first step is
But
accountability.
you guys are
Correct?
looping that with
No,
pointing the
I'm
finger
not.
at what
I'm
they
not
did.
looping it.
You
I'm not
did.
looping it.
You
Okay.
said you can't do
Okay,
step
so
one without
let me apply
saying.
clarification. Let me apply clarification. I'm not looping it. Number one is accountability. You have to say, hey, listen, what I did was wrong. I violated the trust of this relationship. It is my job to build back the trust. Simple, point blank, period. Now, when we get to next steps, I need you to validate what the fuck you did, which I'm telling you, these things caused me to do that. You just said, I'm not acknowledging that because you shouldn't have cheated. No, that's not fair.
But that's not what I said at all. That's not
First
what
of
I said at
all,
all.
first of all, let me make it very clear. I'm not apologizing for shit. I'm not gonna apologize for a motherfucking thing. I done talked to you all this amount of time. Now I'm where I'm at. I'm not apologizing for shit. I did what I did. You either staying or you not. I
That
don't even give.
that
I
part
don't
I'm
give
not
a
with.
fuck.
That's
I,
immature.
I don't. You call it,
That's
bro. You
immaturity at its
bro.
best.
You could call it whatever you
Nah,
want.
facts.
But when you sit there and you have conversation after conversation after conversation, no, the apology should be on you. Point blank.
Nobody's
My
trying to
personal
justify
opinion.
cheating. What I'm trying to get you to understand, somebody wrote something, so that's what I'm responding to. Nobody's trying to justify cheating. The ultimate thing that I said was cheating is wrong. I'm not agreeing with Bamboo in that aspect. But what I'm agreeing with him is you can't sit here and say that somebody's actions can't lead you to doing something else. That's
Of
not true.
course. I didn't
That,
say, but that's not. I
you
never
did
said
say
that.
that,
I
Dad.
didn't say that somebody's actions did not help the relationship get to where it was. I literally said
Okay.
somebody's actions could help you get there, but you still made the choice to do it, right?
Mhm.
Nobody held a gun to your head and say, "Bro,
Guaranteed.
cheat." So you
Guaranteed.
still made the choice.
The whole
That's what I'm
argument and the whole
saying.
reason that I got on here is we accepted that. The whole point was you said out of your mouth, and we can
Okay.
rewind it, there is no reason for a man to cheat. I don't care what I did. That's what you said. There's nothing that you said, there's nothing that she could do that could make you cheat. What I'm
I
saying
said
is,
to make the choice. I
Man,
didn't say you. I think
okay,
y'all hearing
Rudy,
things and putting stuff in.
Rudy, I done sat and watched women cover for women while
facts.
they go out there and cheat.
Facts.
And
I've been laid up with a
and,
chick with her friend on the phone with a man telling her she's sleep in the room.
and I done sat and
Facts.
watched them sit there and be like, oh yeah, girl. And so you trying to tell me he ain't did that? Then yeah, you need to find you somebody.
Cheating is
Now,
completely wrong,
now,
bro.
now the shoe was on the other foot. She ain't doing what he wanted her to do. Now it's a fucking problem.
Y'all got
Nah,
me need
All,
more water.
all I'm
listen.
talking about is the doubling back part. Y'all said, could you double back with an ex? A lot of people brought up cheating or how the relationship ended.
A lot,
I'm saying for me, we have to both put our cards on the table as adults and say, hey, listen, I can understand. This is the adult thing. I can understand, for example, right, how somebody can bait you into an argument, right? Can we believe that somebody is being so oblivious in the conversation to what I'm saying that could cause you to be frustrated, to cause you to start cursing and acting irate? And the first thing that this person does with this manipulation tactic is say, why are you yelling at me? What are you upset about? Why are you cursing? I don't want to talk to you because you're cursing. Now it's you're mad at why I'm cursing, but not mad at why I'm cursing. What you did to cause me to act this way. That's what I'm saying. That is also a manipulation tactic. That doesn't take away the fact that this man violated something that he should have never violated. He is absolutely wrong for his behavior. It is not acceptable in any way. And if you decide to move
I was
forward,
gonna act that too, premium.
if you decide to move forward, he has a hell of a fucking hill to climb, and I'm with you. I'm there to make sure it's a lot of dirt on his hill for that motherfucker to climb. But understand that when we get past that point and we have these conversations, we have to understand that everyone has feelings and emotions. And when people's feelings and emotions aren't validated, they go and do things that they normally would not do. It's just so ironic that we understand this when it's a female, but we do not understand it when it's a male. That is my only argument.
So I disagree. Like this whole time I've been saying male or female, it doesn't matter who it is, right? The whole point is, or I'm just going in circles. It just y'all got y'all viewpoint. I done shared
I get it,
mine.
but
I feel like
it just comes off disingenuous as if, but because a nigga cheats, understand that it's a choice. We guaranteed understand that, but we can't act it. It's like women don't do nothing wrong, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, but if a man,
But why
but
do
when
y'all
you
keep
don't,
saying women though? Like I feel like y'all targeting women when this whole time we've been making it equal between both.
we haven't been making it equal. That's the
We
whole
have
point of this
because I
discussion.
started it saying whether it's a man or a woman that cheats, they need to own up to it. Period. Right? I
But
never
we're not
singled out
taking away
men
the fact
only.
that
I didn't
someone's
single
owning
out
up
women
to it.
only.
We're just, you keep moving back to that point. That point is not
Okay.
invalid. The point that we're talking about, discuss the point we're talking about. The fact that you can cause someone to cheat on you. You have not acknowledged that.
You can cause
The
things to
same
make
way
a
you,
relationship
the
not
same
go
way you could,
good,
the
but
same
you
way you
don't
could
cause someone
cause,
to cheat on you. That person chose to cheat on you.
the same way
You
you
can
could,
contribute to the relationship going south 100%.
the
Okay.
same way
They
you could
made
provoke,
that singular choice, and that's just how I feel.
the
Okay.
same
I
way you could
respect it.
provoke somebody to smack the shit out of you. Same
Right,
way.
but you still make the choice to do it. Do
Yeah.
you think when you go to court and the judge said, "Hey, um, did they? All right. How many words did they use? They gonna say it's a free country. They can say what they want. So they use words, and instead of you could have chose to walk away, or you could have chose to do what you did. You could have chose to call the police. You could have chose. You had a plethora of options, but the one that you chose was violence, right? And I'm not saying that other people in your shoes may not choose the same exact choice, but at the end of the day, you still chose it. It was a choice. Now you got to suffer the consequence or deal with it.
And
Like, okay,
I'm
maybe you got to
totally
do
in agreement.
community service. Maybe you got to pay a fine, whatever it is, but you got to eat that. You can't be like, oh, well, he should have to pay a
That's
part
what
of my fine
and that's
because
what
he
we're
provoked
saying,
me to get
Tyrod.
here.
How you say his name?
No, the judge
Tyrod
is
or
not going to
Tyrone?
say that person should have to pay anything
I'm
or
not
do
saying that you're
community
provoked.
service.
It doesn't.
You
I'm not
chose it,
trying
so
to
you
justify
get
it.
the punishment.
That's not. I want Tyron to understand something, right? Because a lot of people are saying things in the comments I'm seeing as they pop up. So I want to say this directly to you, my brother. I'm not justifying cheating. The number one thing I'm saying is cheating is wrong. But I also understand as a male who grew up and matured that there's something in you that happens, that can happen, that can make you say, I
Yo,
want to see what that's
yo,
like. I want to know
man,
what that's like
my
because
man,
here
listen.
I'm not getting that respect.
You know
I'm not
what?
saying it's right, but we have to understand that our actions have to be checked as well, is what I'm saying.
Bro,
Because again, women will say out of their mouth, well, you neglected her. Okay, so well, she neglected me.
I
Oh,
was,
you
Okay,
mistreated her.
well,
Okay,
since
well,
you
oh,
keep
oh,
talking about
you know what?
since you
You know
keep
what?
talking about the women and what
Hold
they
on, hold
did
on,
and
Des.
didn't do for you, and that's why you cheated, ladies. According to their philosophy, you caused them to cheat. So if they cheat on you, go fuck their fathers, and that's the only way to make it even. Then, period.
okay, cool. So now we say ignorant shit.
So that's what
No,
y'all been saying ignorant stuff the whole night.
Des, I
So
said
now,
nothing ignorant. Don't tie me in with bamboo. He might have said something ignorant.
I
I
say
said
ignorant
nothing
shit all
ignorant.
day. I say
I'm
ignorant shit all
going off
day.
the same way that you're using the premise of what I'm saying. I'm using the premise of what you're saying. I've watched you openly say it multiple times. When a nigga says I'm not getting no pussy, you say, well, what did you do for her not to give you no pussy? I've watched you say that
You've
multiple
watched me
times.
say that? You
Yes,
talking about me personally? Oh,
yes. You've
okay.
never said that, Des? You've
What
never
I
said,
say is this.
First
What I
of all,
say, if
no, hold
if
on,
if
Bam.
somebody
Let her
is
say it,
wait,
Bam. Let her say it,
if
Bam. Let's hear
if
this.
if somebody's having a conversation about me, like, hey, listen, this is what's going on in the relationship, and they don't want to have sex, whatever, I will ask, well, what is going on? Is there a disconnect? Are you not doing something that they say that they need to do? Are
who am
they
I
going through
taking shots
something?
at?
I always play the devil advocate to try to figure out on who, what, when, where, how, why. Where's the breakdown? I never say, oh, well, you should just go cheat. Fuck it, then go get it somewhere else.
That's not what I
No,
Yo,
said.
I
I
try
never
to
said
get to the bottom of the problem.
you're moving the goalpost again. I never
yo,
said anything about cheating.
hey,
I said
yo.
holding
Let me
sex.
tell.
Okay,
That's
Let
what
me
I
tell.
said.
okay,
Let
Withhold.
me let,
all
let
right.
me
It's
tell you
no point in
You're
something.
right,
talking
bro.
Let me
anymore.
tell
You're right, bro.
the one thing I notice about this motherfucking chat. You got a lot of bitch ass niggas in this fucking chat that say a lot of shit on the
Yo,
fucking
niggas is not
keyboard, and
niggas ain't keeping it real, bro. Like
when
especially
they
as
get
men,
amongst
bro.
us, by ourselves, they say something totally
Totally
fucking
different than
different.
what they saying right
And
now,
this is
bro.
why I do not.
Nobody's trying to
This is
justify
why I do
anything.
not conversate with fake ass niggas. You get on this not well. You know who the fuck you are. You get on this motherfucking chat. Oh, this, that, and the third. But you done did your shit. I'm not throwing shots at anybody. I'm
Facts.
just saying. I hate fucking bitch ass niggas. Like if this is what we
Brad,
do when we get amongst ourselves, it's a total different conversation. Totally different. Now all of a sudden, oh, Bamboo crazy. I hope his wife da 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 da.
niggas not big.
Fuck
Niggas not
all
big
that.
mad, Sheila.
Fuck all that. I'm not big
It's
mad.
just the
So
hypocritical
let me
shit that
let me
niggas
ask you
say,
this.
bro.
So say for example, all right, we got past all this, right? We got
Mm-hmm.
past this hurdle.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are
No,
together, and now she keep
hold on.
wait, hold
Sheila,
on. She keep throwing it in your face that
Sheila and Bella.
you
I am
cheated,
not big
you
mad.
cheated,
I
right?
promise you.
What you would say
I
is
just know that the conversations go
what
fucking
you say
different
is
when it's
that
niggas by
you
themselves. I
chose.
just know that. Now, but when niggas get on the chat and they around their
Okay,
wives, their girlfriends,
you're
or
interrupting me,
whoever,
Bam. You're
when they get
interrupting
around
me.
them, then
You're
all of a
interrupting.
sudden it's something different. And I done
You're
seen niggas,
interrupting
and we
me.
done looked at bitches together. The
Okay,
fuck?
so
Bitch ass niggas. Stay the fuck from around me, nigga. The fuck?
So you'll say, "Oh, well, you chose to forgive me, right? You chose to forgive me. You keep throwing it in my face. You chose to forgive me." Just like if she and I would say, if you choose to forgive somebody, you
Gotta let it
can't
go.
keep throwing it in their face, right?
I agree.
You gotta deal with the pieces, and it's gonna be hard, and you have to know and accept that it's gonna be hard.
But I
Wait,
also
wait,
understand why she
wait.
does it. No, but
But
no, I'm
no, but
agreeing with you.
this is the whole point though.
Go ahead.
She chose. She made the choice. She didn't have to. She
Mhm.
chose to forgive you, or he chose to forgive you.
Yes.
So then you gotta deal with that. The same way, like you chose, it's a choice on both sides. The
Yes.
person chose to cheat, and the person chose to
Yes,
forgive. If forgive,
nobody's absolving anybody
I'm
of the
saying it's
choice
a
they
choice.
made. The same way that I teach my children, right? The choices you make will define who you are as a person. They will define your life. That's why you have to make valuable decisions, especially in a split second. All I'm saying is in a relationship where there are two people, there is behavior that can provoke someone to want to do something that they normally would not do, that does not absolve them of their behavior, but there is a reality of someone's actions, and that's what y'all are not acknowledging. That's my only issue.
We
And you're
acknowledge it.
acknowledging it on the other end if it's a female, for example, i.e., if she says, I do not wish to do certain things with you in a sexual manner
Hey
because
Wanda.
you don't wash the dishes, because you don't take me on a date, because you don't make me feel the way that you once made me feel, we can totally mentally understand where she's coming from. There is a void that is taking from her to why she feels sexually, I don't want to be connected to you. But we can't understand that there could be disrespect coming from her. There could be mistreatment coming from her that can make me fall into the arms of someone who treats me better. We can't acknowledge that.
I just, I
I
mean,
don't
I
know
don't know
why
what y'all
women.
want
I
me
don't
to
know
say.
why women think they the prize. Y'all bitches ain't the prize.
I'm
know
not.
why
Then go
y'all
fuck
think y'all
another
the
dude.
prize.
Then how about that?
Please,
Then go
please,
get you a
See?
nigga. Go get you
That's
a nigga.
wild.
please
That's
don't rope me
crazy
into this
shit.
shit.
That's
Please don't rope
crazy
me
shit.
into this shit.
Now, why would you say
No,
some shit
you
like that?
said
That's wild.
you talking
I don't
all
know
this
why
junk about
y'all
women.
think
If you
y'all
hate
think
women
y'all
so
the
much,
prize.
go
I
get
didn't
you a
say I
I
hate
nigga.
don't hate
y'all.
women.
I didn't
You
say I
know,
hate y'all.
I
Y'all
didn't
just
say
think
you,
y'all the
Rudy. I'm
prize.
talking
nah,
about you, Rudy.
I don't
Y'all
hate
just
women. I
think
love women.
she too busy telling me to go fuck another nigga.
You
No,
the
she
one who's just saying your
I,
disdain for
all
women.
I didn't say
Get
I hate
you a
women.
nigga then.
I said y'all think y'all the
I
fucking
like
prize.
it.
I
I
told her
mean, you
get some
might
fucking
like it
shit.
over here.
You
Sounds
right.
like you've been on this side of the pond anyway. I mean, at this point, just tell me,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
head out.
Niggas is
Yeah,
wild
my
tonight.
nigga. Yeah,
Niggas is
I don't.
wild tonight.
Yeah, I get up with y'all, man. I don't tolerate disrespect, bro. I'm out.
You don't
Niggas is
tolerate
wild.
disrespect, but you're gonna tolerate cheating on your wife of 20 plus years.
Listen,
You tolerate
let's
that.
get something straight,
You
man.
tolerate that,
I want
but
this
you don't
understood.
tolerate nothing else.
I don't agree with a lot of this shit that Bam says. I don't want to be roped in with a lot of the shit he says. I do not wish to cheat on my wife. I don't have that in me to do those things. But what I'm saying is we have to understand that behavior can contribute to people not wanting to stay within a relationship, but also not wanting to leave. That is just the reality of it. That's all I'm trying to acknowledge is the fact that people have feelings. And I think a lot of times we don't acknowledge men's feelings. And I'm trying to explain to women this is the disconnect between men and women is that we have feelings too. And the way that you handle your feelings with your actions are different than the way that we handle our feelings with our actions. Nonetheless, what you do is wrong. Nonetheless, what we do is wrong. Some women, when they get upset, they get handsy. They like to hit. But if a man likes to hit, we look at him and say, yo, this nigga's a coward.
I don't believe in no female putting their hand on men either. This is the thing. Well, I'm speaking from my perspective.
Yes, but your
And you
perspective,
always say I know, but all I could do is say for mine. I know you say
I
my
get it.
perspective
I
is
get
nothing
it.
normal,
And
but
I understand.
my
And I
thing
understand.
is if a woman, if you want to, this is anybody. If you put your hands on
I'm tired of
somebody,
holding this goddamn cell
get
phone up
hands
for this
back
light. I need
on
some
you.
light in this area.
So because
He's
I'm not
right.
gonna sit there and tell my son to be hit on and be and abused in a domestic relationship by a
Guaranteed.
female. I'm not gonna tell him to be putting his hands on women, but you will defend yourself. And if you gotta beer hug her, I mean, pat, smack her back, whatever. You not. I don't condone. We don't play them hitting games. We don't do stuff like that. But you also will not be attacked, bullied, and whatever just because you're a man. I just,
I totally understand what you're saying. I just feel again
It,
like
this is what I'm saying, Trav. He done already took it there, said he would do one, get one, be whatever,
yeah,
all
but
this stuff, and then
also
and
telling
then
a man
say
to go be
he's
with a
saying
man
all
is
this stuff
crazy.
about women. Oh, y'all bitches is this and that and da 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 da. So if we that, then go get you a nigga since you love him so
Yeah,
much.
but telling a
You
man to
be
go get a nigga
sucking
is
on balls every live about this stuff, and then now because I said it vocally, I vocalized it. It's a problem.
nah, you
All
right.
right, well I'm wilding. I'm wilding.
Nah, yeah, you bugged out. I understand the
I
frustration,
apologize.
but you bugged out. Telling that man go get a nigga is wild.
All right, well,
If the nigga say he want to cheat on his wife, it's crazy. But
well,
listen, to
so
continue the
me and
conversation,
this is my opinion. I mean that these were my opinions.
your opinion is for him to
Uh,
go get a nigga?
I mean,
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
he
But
don't like it. Don't sound like he like. But so okay, Sean, I can't have a side conversation with you though. I can't have this whole side conversation. So Sean is telling me that it was what I said was disrespectful and that if it was the other way around, I wouldn't have liked it. But my thing is I just was calling a spade
that's not calling
and
a
I
spade.
felt like
You're being
you
disrespectful,
got
guys.
well, that's
Not
what
fair.
I felt like I was doing at the time. So maybe in hindsight, later hindsight, because right now in present sight, I still don't
Mhm.
see it. But maybe later I'll see it. And
Okay, that's fine. Continue
and
your
I'm
feelings, and I
just
get that. But telling a
I
grown
just
man that he need to go get a man is crazy. Because if he would have said something crazy back to you, we would have another conversation with everyone that's in this chat. But anyway, I
I don't know.
digress. Listen,
I
all I'm saying
apologize.
is this: this is the issue, and this is the problem when we don't when we talk about equality, right? This is for me, this is the biggest issue when we talk about being equal to one another. We have to understand that men have feelings too. The moment that a man expresses feelings or what you deem to be too much feelings, he's sassy, he's a bitch, he's all of these other type of things. He like men, he's gay, he's all type of other things. But no, you have to acknowledge that we're human beings, bro. We're not always Superman. Some things can be done that will make me feel less of a man that somebody else can show me a difference. And I get it Totally. So that's my point. Again, I ain't with Bamboo stance with cheating on his wife and all that other shit. Every time we get on here and we have this conversation, when it does come up, I tell that nigga he's dead wrong. Especially on a public platform, the way that we all, I get it, shock value, all that. But my wife is important to me. My wife means the world to me. I am not gonna disrespect my wife in that way.
And I feel like when people try to use the whole, oh, you gay, whatever, it's just to get under their skin and because they don't have nothing else to use. I
Mhm.
personally have never used somebody's sexuality. Like if I feel like, all right,
You
if
just told
you're
that man to go get a man. What are you talking about, gang?
be, so I'm not gonna get back into that part of it because put your light down. You got your flashlight on, Rudy.
Yo, listen, man, I ain't set up
Listen,
yet. This ghetto
I'm
shit.
saying I
I ain't
didn't call
set up
him
yet.
gay. I said if he didn't like it over this side, then
Go get
if
a
you on the
man.
other
What you
side,
think
so
that's
let's go to
calling
the other
him?
side. But that's what I'm saying is this: if I'm arguing with Sean, or
Yes,
even like or anybody, I'm not gonna be like,
even me.
oh, you
Argue
gay,
for
you
me.
gay. Like that's not because my thing is if I felt like all right, I'm arguing with my husband and he's sharing his feelings. First of all, I encourage men to share their feelings and emotions because y'all keep that shit so locked in and it'd be hard to figure out what the problem is because y'all don't want to talk about it. So I encourage y'all talking about it. I think it takes more of a courageous man to share his stuff than to keep it locked in and bottled up and then explode, right? So if my husband is sharing his feelings and whether it be he gets so emotional to the point where he ready whatever, I'm not gonna. If I felt like he was gay, then what that say about me? If I'm with you,
Nah, I totally understand.
like I just feel like
I'm
it's a childish response.
totally. Now to
But
address what Chronicles is saying, I'll say this, Chronicles. I get what you're saying. What you choose. I'm not absolving men of that, bro. There are a lot of men who cheat and they deserve everything that they get within that. You should not have done that to that girl. I've cheated in the past in my life with other women when I was younger, and I had to learn from those things. I had to become more of a man and be more mature to know that that behavior is not how you fix it. But I also, as a man, can see that when sometimes you women are so thick-headed, getting through to you can almost be impossible. That does not subtract the fact that I am madly in love with you. It just means that me trying to get through to you just is not happening. And in that, I can feel defeated. And men fall victim to their flesh. That does not make it right. But moving forward within a relationship, after you forgive me and we're trying to be better for one another, I have to tell you what led me to doing that.
mhm.
I have to explain to you, like, yo, babe, look, the way you made me feel like that was the right choice in the moment. How do we fix that to where I don't feel like that anymore? That's what I'm saying. He's
And
dead
so
wrong. He's absolutely
I didn't take I hear what you're saying. I ain't take what he said personal. I can see why he would take what I said personal, my response to him, but I wasn't upset with him. I wasn't angry. I was just saying if he was feeling, feeling so
Nah,
strong about this side, I was just
you were
saying go
just
to him.
doing you were just doing what all women do. You're using your best attribute to hurt a man where it hurts. Simple. Simple.
So
And this is where I be saying we have to have actual
I'm
conversation.
not mad. I'm not upset. I didn't feel like he was attacking me personally. I didn't think I attacked him. I hear what y'all saying. My
Yeah,
husband
I
told me
get
it's
that, Wanda, but
disrespectful.
he's not saying disrespectful shit directly towards her. He's saying it
But I so
out openly about women. You actually, when you tell, you don't understand as a man, and I'm speaking again, I hate defending this nigga. This shit is annoying. But as a man, you questioning my sexuality by telling me to go get a nigga is fucked up, bro.
I
It's fucked
didn't
up.
question. I didn't say, "Hey, are you straight or are you gay?" I'm saying if
No,
you
yeah,
don't
you're
like it
saying if you
over
don't like it
here,
over
we
here,
go
go
over
get a
there.
nigga.
Go over there. I
But when
mean,
you tell, and then you also said I like dick and maybe you like it too.
that's not. Whoa. I said no. I said, "Hey, I like it." So I mean,
Okay, you're absolutely right. Maybe you didn't use the word dick, but we knew what you were talking about.
how about you saying I like it over here? I like it over here.
And you're supposed to like it over there. You're a woman.
He has said he would be open to doing certain things, so it
It was
wasn't far
disrespectful.
fetched.
Let's get past
I
it.
hear it. I
Again,
hear it. I got to
at the same
apologize. I
time,
can apologize.
I can understand how Bamboo feels, but I also can understand how Des feels with us sitting here berating her. But she has to also be mature and accept the fact that people who love you can tell you that you're wrong. So now that
Yeah,
we know you're wrong, let's move on to a different topic.
right. No, I'll say sorry. I don't have a hard time apologizing.
Yeah, it seems disingenuous with the ice in your mouth and looking away from the screen. But anyway, let's
I
just get
was looking at you
let's
on the
just
screen
talk
here,
let's
the
just
camera's
talk double
here.
let's
I
just talk double
apologize.
backing.
If I apologize for being disrespectful, my intentions was not to be disrespectful. We joke all day, say all kind of stuff. He, whatever. So I didn't intend for it to be disrespectful. My thought process was not disrespectful. However, he received it as disrespect. And for that, I apologize sincerely from the bottom of my heart. My intention is not to disrespect him or any guest that comes on the show, anybody that's watching, any viewers, any new people, family, whatever. It's not to be disrespectful, it was to share what my opinion was,
That
and it was
apology was
hurtful.
drier than
So
white
I
people
really
pudding.
apologize for that. Well, what the fuck do you want me to cry? I'm not.
I was just fucking with you, bro. But listen, anyway, we're talking about double backing. So here's my opinion on double backing. I've heard, or I've read, sorry, that I've saw other people put this in the chat. As far as it depends on how the relationship ended.
Mhm.
What you say? One is past. Whatever, Travis. Please, you should not give it relationship advice. What you should be doing right now is
He didn't say
registering.
he gave a relationship advice. Don't
No,
be
I'm
talking
telling
like that.
him. No, I'm telling him. He
Well, with
doesn't
you, that's
give.
random. That's not what he's
No,
talking
it's not
about.
random. It's not
We're
random.
talking about it
He
is.
be
He's
jumping back and
talking
forth
about
a
his
couple
current
sides. No,
comment. So we're gonna stick to that current
if you
current.
going
Okay.
if you gonna fuck with us, nigga. If you're not, get off the pot.
And right, and he clearly is. He's been here. He's been here.
That's not what I'm
He's
saying.
just
I'm not
didn't want
saying
to.
him being here.
So
Anyway,
what you
back to what
talking
I was
about?
saying.
Don't get on big bro.
Fuck that nigga. He my
No.
man though. I love him. Fuck that nigga though. Listen, double
Thank
backing.
you, Bella. I really meant it. I know he felt
Double.
like it was
I'm just playing.
disingenuous.
I know you meant it too. Oh my god, why y'all acting like that? We know that she meant it. It was a joke. I'm just being an instigator. Dang.
So you could joke, but I can't. You see, this is what I'm saying. I'm probably
Your
gonna.
joke was bugging. See, you keep going back to it. Your joke
This
was
is why.
wild,
All
my
right,
nigga.
but this is
Your
this
joke
is
was wild.
why. This is why I say some stuff is just not meant for me to be doing what I'm doing because
No, no,
sometimes
you have to acknowledge when you wrong, gang.
it's
That's
not. It's not.
all.
I would have still did it, but I'm just saying it's just like
I'm mad you apologize. Yo, Sheila, this
he
what
don't
you
be
be
saying
talking about
sorry.
when we be saying you evil, my nigga. Shut up.
No,
Like you
no.
fucking evil,
She's
gang.
literally stating
I love
facts.
Sheila.
She's
I love
literally
her
stating
attitude.
facts. No,
She got a
first
stink
of all,
ass
you getting on
attitude. I
all my
love
people
it.
tonight. You about to get the red button. You going off
That's
on
fine.
all
I
my
don't
family in
give
the
a fuck.
chat.
I'm gonna tell you when you're wrong, and what you
Yes,
said was wrong,
right.
and
But
motherfuckers in
Sheila,
here trying to
no.
justify you being wrong. I'm not gonna let them
She was
justify it.
just saying how he does not apologize. He literally said
I
if
don't
he
give a
cheat on
fuck
his
what he.
wife,
I
he
don't
ain't
care what he
sorry
doesn't
and he
do.
won't apologize.
What he eat don't make you shit. The individual that you are, you should not be stooping down to the level of someone who is inferior emotionally than you. What are we
No, but
talking about?
you could
Your
just
emotional maturity,
you
your
can be
emotional
in
maturity
just
is higher than
respectfully
his.
just.
So you can hand out an apology if you did something wrong. Cut it out. Stop.
All
Let's not
right,
act
I
like
handed out an apology. My thing
exactly.
is
And we
this:
accepted it and we're moving
I
on.
could
But
joke on his level
you're
if I
defending
want to
some
joke.
bullshit when I'm checking it. Mind your business. I ain't talking to you.
Well, whatever. Okay.
You
So
don't even.
anyway,
But as far as doubling back, again, please. It depends on how the relationship ended. Can cheating be forgiven? Yes. I've forgiven women for cheating on me. Women
good
have
night,
forgiven me.
Trav.
I can totally understand and forgive someone for that action. I can't forgive someone for abuse. That's just me, right? I think cheating is wrong, but I don't believe unless you're doing it consistently, constantly, I don't believe cheating falls in a category of abuse. Like I said, unless it's something that's happening repetitive, I don't have it fall in that category. Someone calling me out of my name, like a bitch ass nigga, or disrespecting me multiple times verbally, I can't go back to that because that's a part of who you are a lot of times when you're behaving in that manner. I can't do that. Abuse, fighting and shit, I can't do that. I've fought with girls, I've had girls fight me in my younger days. It was immature. It was very emotional. It was very not thinking long term. It's my feelings were hurt. That behavior is inconsistent with being a good person. I'm not doubling back to that. I do believe that sometimes things can happen to where two people can grow and find each other later on. I do agree with that. Yeah, Shorty get on my nerves, bro. I swear to God.
I already answered my opinion on
I
it.
should have
So
popped on you at the gas station.
and
Like that ass, I should have popped on you at the
I don't even want to say nothing and offend somebody else. So I think
Yo,
people
Sean,
gonna
give
do
me
a
the
good
red
job.
button, Sean. Sean, give me the red button. I'm out of here. Yo, good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. It's been fun. I love y'all.
But wait, before you go,
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a
wait,
friend not to fuck with a nigga.
Rudy,
Go ahead.
just before you go, and before we go, because we overstayed our welcome. I did apparently. Uh, you said that women we don't allow men to share their emotions and this and that, these and those, right? Or we berate y'all
Without judgment, yes.
without judgment.
Hmm.
This man Travis shared his emotions on
Hmm.
several lives about his
Guaranteed.
situation, right?
Guaranteed.
And every chance y'all get, he say something and have an opinion about something.
Hmm.
Y'all got some kind of oh, you don't have an opinion. You shouldn't be talking. You don't have nothing to say. Oh, Travis,
Okay.
da 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 da. You doing the same thing that y'all getting on us about as women when
Hmm.
men share their emotion, and so y'all
Are you
are
gonna
also
allow?
part of the problem.
Are you gonna allow me to respond?
Hmm.
Are you going to allow me to?
Then when did I not allow you to respond?
No, I'm just asking. Let me know when you're done, and I'm gonna respond. So when
Okay.
it comes to Travis, I'm
Hmm.
gonna say this in the most respectful way that I can say it because again, I respect that man, and I'm never gonna disrespect that man, right?
Hmm.
When Travis was not with his wife, he was not
Hmm.
pandering to women's emotions. He had very accurate points in what he would say, and he was agreeing with a lot of things that I have said and a lot of things that Bamboo has said. But when his wife gets back in the picture, a lot of his comments seem to be pandering and not what he has said at other times. Now, we have to give people room to grow and turn and blossom into whoever they are. But at the
Hmm.
same time, that's what Bam was talking about. I don't even have to know exactly who he was talking about, but I know that's what he was talking about
He wasn't
because
talking
he
about
had.
Travis.
You said what?
He wasn't talking about Travis.
I know he wasn't, but he played a part in it, is what I'm saying. I know he wasn't talking about him
So my
directly
thing
because
is,
his behavior was similar to what
so
was.
but when he was agreeing with y'all,
Uh huh.
coming from a place of hurt, because I feel like a lot of y'all. Wait.
Go ahead.
He was coming from a place of hurt
Hmm.
because I feel like a lot of y'all angry answers and the way that y'all kind of talk about women and
Hmm.
just in general comes from a place of hurt. So when he was coming from that angry point
I can understand
and he sided with y'all, it was cool.
that.
But
Hmm.
now that he's trying to heal and be what he feels to be a better version of himself,
That's your observation.
that's I said what he feels.
No, I said
So
that's your
okay.
observation of how
So
he
and have his views shifted to be different than that angry
feels. Hmm.
kick he was on.
Hmm.
Now it's a problem. Now his opinion wasn't is not valid, but it was
So I'm
valid
so I'm
before
gonna so
because
I'm
he
gonna
still wait. He still had experienced the same things he experienced with his situation. I'm not gonna say it all over
no
again,
facts
but
facts
with his
yes.
situation, he went through it. But when
Mhm.
he was saying angry stuff and agreeing with y'all was cool.
Okay.
Travis, yeah, good job. Yeah, I agree with you.
Everything you're
But
saying is right.
but when
Everything you're
it's
saying is right except one thing.
but wait,
Go
when
ahead.
it's him not agreeing with y'all,
Okay.
it's still he still went through the same exact
Stop
situation.
saying stop
Now
saying
his opinion
y'all.
don't count.
Stop saying y'all. Don't rope me in
Okay.
with bamboo. Right? So don't rope
Okay.
me in with bamboo because
I'm
again,
not roping you
I
in
do
with
not.
him.
Travis is dumb, Rudy. His wife still getting to the other man. Come on, Sheila, stop. This is why you're an evil villain, and I love it. But you're an evil villain. Here's the thing, right? I'm not speaking from hurt. I'm not speaking from hatred of women. I'm speaking of equality. That's what y'all asked for. Y'all asked to be treated the same way. So my responses come from wanting to be treated the same way and wanting you to take accountability the way you want me to take accountability. I'm not saying that
I'm glad you entertained Wanda.
I'm not saying that he's not changing his answers because he's no longer hurt. That could be correct. That could be absolutely correct. He could be making these adjustments to what he's agreeing with and what he's disagreeing with because he's healing. But what I'm saying is, I stand on business with what I'm saying. Whether I agree with Bam or not, he's coming off as his authentic self. So, in a time where he was vulnerable, he didn't come off as his authentic self. So, that's what we're pointing out. That's it.
But that makes I just don't feel like
Here we go with
that's
feelings instead of
that's
facts.
accurate because well, I mean, you kind of going on feelings how
No,
you
no,
felt like he
I'm going
wasn't his
on facts.
you don't know if he was which version was his authentic self. You can't say
So if
you don't know
okay,
him in
so
real
let's talk
life
about
to
what you just
say
said,
what
Des.
this
If we
authentic
don't know
self.
which one is his authentic self, then my point is valid again.
But
Because
it's
no,
not,
no, hold on,
because
wait.
how are
If
you
this is his
judging him?
if this is his authentic self now, then he was faking then. And if that was
Okay,
his, and
but
if that,
you were
hold on,
okay
and if
with
that, let
him
me
then. You
land
were
my
okay
point.
with him
And if
faking
that was his authenticity, if that was his authenticity, then right now he's faking, and
it.
that's our point. I definitely fucked
The
the word
whole
up or
point is
whatever.
this.
No, you
Either
can't say
way,
the whole
when
point is this. Allow me to
he
land.
you landed. I'm just saying the whole point is when he agreed with y'all didn't have nothing to say about it. When he disagreed with y'all got everything to
It's
say
the
about
things
it.
that it's the things that he's disagreeing with us about. That's what the problem is. Because it came off like you had that form of thought process. You're entitled to not agree with everyone's opinion. I'm not one of those people that feels I don't agree with shit that Bam say, and I'll tell him to his face, Bam, you're
Right.
dead fucking wrong.
You cannot agree with it, but you don't have to throw shots and digs talking about, oh, well, because you did this, that, you don't have an opinion, you don't have no say so because you're going through this, your partner did this and do
I
that.
said your opinion starts
I'm
to come off as invalid. But you know what? You're absolutely right. Like Bam said,
I,
hate to take it from him. This is a matter of your opinion. So he's entitled to his opinion. But I'm also entitled to tell you that your opinion is bullshit. Just like you can tell me that mine's is
but
bullshit.
it's just like this. So you've never cheated before or got cheated on before?
Yes, I have.
So if everybody say, "Oh well, Rudy, we don't want to hear nothing from you because you got
Go
cheated
ahead.
on before or you
That's
cheated,"
that's not
that's
what we're saying.
irrelevant.
That's not what
Yeah,
we're
but
saying.
y'all
That's
do
not what
that.
I'm
Y'all
saying.
say
No. Stop saying
that.
y'all. Let me speak for me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that his opinion is invalid because he was cheated on. No, that was a vulnerable time in that man's life. He did not deserve that. What
But every chance somebody gets to throw it in his face is thrown in his face.
I
That's all
have
that I'm
not thrown that
saying.
in his face, and you're talking to me.
Well, you be saying you just said, well, Trav, your opinion don't count. That don't matter. You know,
With what?
it's
With do you know why I said that? No.
okay.
So what you're doing is you're roping in the behavior of one person, Bamboo, and you're making it seem as if I'm doing the same thing that Bamboo is doing because we're saying the same point as far as your opinion is invalid. No, we're not doing the same thing. So I'm not speaking from his hurt. I'm not speaking from his pain. What I'm speaking from is as an alpha man, certain shit that I'm not letting go and I'm not letting happen that you're letting happen. Have that strength in your house. That's what my argument is. Simple. My
All
argument is
right.
stand up for yourself. That's what my argument is. Don't stand up against a nigga on the internet. Stand up with what's going on in your vicinity. That's not about him being cheated on. That's just about the lack of respect after something has occurred. That's where my problem comes from. So when you give opinions and you say certain shit, it's like, Trav, what you talking about, bro?
We'll see. I'm gonna call it out as it happened
You ain't
because
gonna call it out
I
on
don't
me because
have
I ain't gonna do
I
it.
don't have all the examples, but I just feel like it's y'all complaining about a man
Stop
not being
saying
vulnerable
y'all.
and sharing their emotions,
Stop saying
and
y'all.
then when he does,
This is not the
every
same
chance you
thing.
get, you
You're
tear
not in
down.
a
Just
relationship.
like what y'all
You're not in
say,
a
this
relationship
is
with that
like,
man. I'm not telling you to
but
validate
it's
that man's
still
feelings. You
so
ain't in a
so.
relationship with him. You in a relationship with Sean.
Thank
If
you,
Sean
John. Thank
came
you,
on and
John.
Sean had different feelings about something, I would tell you, yo, Des, you gotta acknowledge that nigga feelings, bro. You can't do him like that. That nigga is not your man. So I'm not telling you to. What you're
No,
doing
I'm
again,
not
like I
saying
always say,
no.
is you move the goalpost from one
I'm not
conversation to the
moving them.
next conversation.
I'm literally just saying. I pointed out how this is what y'all look for, and then when it happens, this is the
This
result,
is,
right?
and what I'm telling
So
you is this is not.
if a
That's not a good
man,
example because
if
this is not the
another
same thing.
man, thank you, John and Wanda. Yes, if you like, comment, subscribe,
And
share,
tell
tell a
another
friend,
nigga to
tell a
tell
friend,
another nigga that tell
and
another nigga
tell
to come
more.
on in.
We
Y'all
appreciate
see
y'all.
how we get on here? Come
Yeah.
on in.
Yes, but so because it's like to me, this is the equivalent, right? You
That's
know
not the
how like
equivalent
wait,
though.
I didn't even say what it was.
I know what you
I didn't
about to
even say
say.
it. When y'all be like this, when you pillow talk, if a dude was pillow talking with a chick, right? Oh yeah,
Okay,
you know,
let's hear
when
this
when
shit.
I was little, my mom threw the frying pan at my head, whatever, and it made me feel this way.
Mhm.
Then y'all get into argument. She be like, and that's why your motherfucking
Yes,
mother threw that pot at your bald ass head, and
yes,
you got that scar, and it's bald, and it be itchy, and
yes.
like throwing using what you
And I and I
said against
and look,
you.
your
That's
point
like
of
that
what you just said, your point of what you just said, I totally understand what you're saying.
because
You should not be throwing someone's feelings back in their face after they told you something in a vulnerable moment. You are absolutely right. nothing of what I'm saying is within the conversation of the vulnerability that he gave us. What I'm saying is after the situation occurred, there was behavior that was not consistent of a man. And that is what I'm talking about when he comes on and gives his opinion about manly things and what a man should be doing that he's not taking a part in his life.
So
Anything
why
that
you
I
don't
am
get on
saying,
this get on
anything
TJ
that
this much?
I,
TJ don't be having no man stuff. Say no stuff that a man would say or do. You don't
I
get
don't
on
even,
TJ like that.
I don't even know who that is, bro. I'm sorry.
Teach. Okay. All
No, I'm
right.
saying I don't know who that is. Tell me
I
who
know.
it is.
Well, okay. Well, you'll see. You'll see.
Okay, I don't know who it is. But if he did that, I'll acknowledge that behavior too. That's some sucker shit. Everything that I'm
John,
saying to
we
you
done
is
seen your
practice in
feet,
my life.
and then we don't let that go. You see what I'm saying? We done
Nigga
seen
said,
John's
John, I
moves.
won't be telling nothing you niggas can use against me. And I respect it, John. Hey,
Listen.
child. Hey, my
So
child.
anyway, oh yeah, this is not child friendly.
My
So,
kid said hi.
oh my goodness, look at him. So, okay, we're gonna wrap this episode.
Yeah,
I'm
let's get it.
tapped,
Yeah,
but but
let's get it going.
this is just a reminder in case you missed
Hey, yo,
it.
John, you better
Uh,
not tell these niggas nothing, John. They
uh
definitely gonna use that shit against you, John.
on October 31st, in the Atlanta
Oh, you said
area,
Atlanta
in
area.
the
Okay.
evening. We are still working out the details.
I will.
Mark that on your calendars.
Let's just make
Be
sure
there
Bam is
for a
there.
meet and
I
greet.
just want Bam
He
to be
said
there.
he's gonna be there,
All
so
right,
I'm
cool.
gonna talk to him and I'm gonna apologize
Thank you,
again.
Wanda.
And I hope that you all can make it because it's gonna be great.
Yo,
And you're
listen,
gonna wear
I
costumes
want
too.
y'all to understand something, bro. I'm a visitor on here. I'm a guest. I don't have nothing to do with how they conduct this show. How they do it is how they do it. But when I come on here, I want y'all to know I love this internet shit. You heard? I love this internet shit. This shit is fucking hilarious. Listen, all I want is growth. Again, I tell you, I was street nigga turned good person. I love these interactions. I love these conversations. I love us growing as people and
Yes.
getting better. Even Travis getting better within his healing. God bless you, my brother.
Well, may we all get better, heal, and
Facts.
grow. Well, Bam said he don't
Guaranteed.
want to grow and he want to stay where he is. So
Guaranteed. And
may
Bam
he
is an
get what he
immature
want. May
motherfucker
he
at
just get
times.
what he want. We'll just say that. May the Lord give him what he's looking for and seeking or not seeking or whatever the case may be.
You
But
don't have the right to talk about him. You were rude.
may good things come
You were
all of
rude.
our
You don't
way.
want to hear that shit.
May we
My
all
nigga
be
said on
blessed,
Tuesday he
healthy, and
taking the gloves
prosper
off.
in
I niggas be
everything
on
that
here
we
being mad.
decide we want to
Mad. I
do.
niggas be on here being mad, politically correct. My nigga say he taking the fucking gloves off on Tuesday, so you better be ready.
So may we all prosper in everything that it is that we set our hearts out to do. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for being
Yo,
here more than you know. And with that being said, what?
with that being said, focus.
With that being said, we are gonna hit you guys with the red button, give you the swirl, and we'll see you. Well, I hope we'll see you Tuesday. We'll see. We'll see what Tuesday looking like. But
I'll be here Tuesday.
October 1st, I'll be seeing you in person, in the
October
flesh.
31st. Y'all
Okay.
better show up.
So love you, Mooser's family, and good night. And we're gonna hit them with the red
Later,
button and the
y'all.
swirl. Bye.